to my channel, and thank you very much for clicking on today's video. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a random one. I've got no set plan. All I know is that I want to create a glam sort of festive-y vibe, but I was like, in the back of my mind, regardless that I've got my Christmas tree up, regardless that I'm already excited about Christmas and I've been listening and watching Christmas films, I feel like, is it too early to do a Christmas Day look? Rich thinks it is. So we're going to go with the festive sort of look. Something glam. I'm thinking in my mind maybe golds, bronzes and a little bit of a red lip. Maybe even a little bit of a maroony sort of lip. I don't know. So we're just going to work with it and see what I can create, basically. So just before we get into today's video, you may notice the large gin and tonic that's on my dressing table just here. I know normally in vlogs and tutorials and things like that, you will hear go get yourself a cozy drink, a hot chocolate, a coffee, a tea, all of that stuff. Well, today it's going to be gin and tonic. So if you're feeling in the same mood that I am, go and grab yourself one of those. I don't know if anybody else has been feeling like it, but just recently I've just been feeling really unmotivated. I've been struggling to get up. I've been struggling to really get myself to do anything really. And to be completely honest, I had to really force myself to upload. I'm a little bit like, oh, I'm being really critical on everything that I'm doing, like makeups that I'm creating. I done a look this week, hated it, never uploaded it. I've done a video this week, hated it, didn't upload it. So today I'm feeling a little bit like, oh, I just need to get back into the swing of things. So I've been talking to a few people and I think like it's like a common feeling at the moment. Quite a lot of people feeling either unsettled, unmotivated and just feeling a little bit meh in general. So hence the large gin and tonic. So like I said, no plan for today's video. I'm just going to see what I can create and let's get going. But also just wanted to mention that there is quite a few of you that are still watching all my videos and commenting and things like that, which is absolutely fantastic. But there's quite a lot of you that are viewing my videos but aren't subscribed. And there's tons of you that are giving me thumbs up, which again I really appreciate, but aren't subscribed to my channel. If you can just click that subscription button, it really helps my channel out. It doesn't cost you a single penny. It just helps my channel grow, which is what I'm really aiming to do. So please do that and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload of mine, because I do have some really exciting content coming. I have forced myself to plan what's coming up, so please stay tuned for that. Right, so enough chitter chatter, let's get on with the video. I don't have one, I don't have two, and I don't have 3, 4 or 5. I have 6 palettes to choose from because I'm that indecisive today. But I think it's torn between the Too Faced Natural Nudes palette, the Urban Decay Reloaded palette, Naked Reloaded, or Vieve, which everybody's probably realised by now is a big fan of mine. So we're just going to go with it. We're going to see what I can create and just see where it takes me. It's a really good gin. It's Aldi's, is it Aldi? Unicorn gin. It's got like little shimmery bits in it. Oh, and look at that, it matches my top. Didn't even realise. Oh. I mean, let's be honest, they're not too different. We'll do this because this is still very much one of my favourites. And I mean, quite a lot of you have been saying that you like the palette. So if anyone's put it on their Christmas list, this may give you a good idea of what you can create Christmas Day evening. You never know. So let's do that. We'll do with Vieve. So I'm feeling, I know I normally go cozy, but I'm going to steer away from that. And I think I'm going to stick with sort of this half of the palette. I think I'm pronouncing this correctly, Thea. I love this colour here. So it's just it's like a bronzy a bronzy shimmer that she's got in the palette. And I just love it. I think it really makes anybody's eye colour sort of stand out. But so does Carrot. So that's just this one here. So that's just more of like a more golden-y colour. So let's go with one of those, but I think I'm going to stick more towards the darker side of the palette, but maybe mixing a little bit of Carrot in there as well. So I'm going to prep my eye like normal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one eye on camera, the other off camera, just so I don't bore you guys. But yeah, guys, let me know how you guys are doing. Are you finding anything? Maybe you're feeling really motivated. Maybe, you know, the second time round in this lockdown that we're in, you guys have found it easier. Have you found it harder? What are your thoughts? Oh, my eye has been really stinging today, so if it does look a little bit red, that is why. Yeah, it's feeling really like, it's just this eye as well, it's feeling a bit like reactive to things. probably not a good idea to be doing makeup on this eye now I've thought about it. So what I'm going to go in with is my Real Techniques brush, and I think I'm going to start with Delicious. So I'm going to gradually build it up. So using this, the palette is filthy, I do realise this. I'll bring you guys in just a bit closer. There we go. So just starting on the outside, I'm just going to sort of pat it in and then blend. But now I know the sort of look I want to create, but I just don't know what I'd call it. I just want it to be a little bit like bronzy going out evening party girl look. I don't know. All I do know is that I want a lot of shimmer in it. I want it to feel like it's a festive vibe, like, you know, if you were to be going out, what you'd be wearing, like a New Year's Eve sort of look going on. Like, that's the sort of thing that I want to create. But how many of you have got your Christmas trees up? I put mine up about 2 weeks ago. No judgment, please. I wanted to feel as happy and Christmassy as potentially possible. End of, really. Yeah, so I put it up a few weeks ago. I'm just going in with a mixture of couldn't get my words out then, Delicious and Goodnight. So I'm just going a little bit darker on the outer corners and just using a blending brush. Yeah, so how many of you got it up? Are you feeling Christmassy this year? Are you feeling a little bit over it, like can't wait for January to get here? I know some people are feeling like that, like they just want 2021 to be here, even though we don't know what it's going to be like. I mean, is there going to be much difference? I'm really bloody hoping so. Right, so I'm just sort of dusting it over. So I'm lightly like blending it like on the outer corner there, and then bringing it sort of up to the crease, but I'm making sure I'm lifting it out. Can you see, like that? I know I say this all the time about this palette. I can't speak. Maybe it's the gin. I know I say this all the time about this palette, but it's so easy to blend these colours. Look at that. And it just gives like a really nice soft finish. You know, sometimes with other sort of palettes and things like that, they can look a little bit patchy. I've not yet, touch wood, had that effect with this palette with any look sort of I've created. And it's such a versatile palette, and I know that's what she was aiming for. Like, you could use it every day. It's an essential palette, hence the name. But it truly is, like, it really is such a good shades and blendable, and just, it is really nice. I'm really excited for my next video, guys. I love watching these. I'm a little bit hooked. Anybody that's like recommending beauty products, makeup products, or just like any products for like your house in general, I'm a bit of a sucker for. I get like sucked in and I'm like, oh, I need that. Well, I'm going to be doing like my own sort of favourites. Like, it's not going to be like every month, because obviously I've not done one before. I'm just going to see if you guys like it, and go from there, really. So it's going to be really like my favourites this year sort of thing. I'm just using a different brush just to sort of pat a little bit more of Goodnight on, just to make it darker. But yeah, so I'm going to do a favourites of like 2020 maybe, I think I might call it. Oh, but it's just sort of like my favourite things, like anything that I've come across. You guys have probably already seen videos like that, but I really enjoy them, so I'm hoping you guys will as well. So that will be coming up after this video. So that's just, I've only used 2 colours for that. So again, so it's just Delicious and then Goodnight. So I think that's like a nice sort of tone that's set. Now what I'm going to go in with is I'm going to go in with Thea. I really hope that's how you pronounce it, because that's definitely what I've been saying the whole time. And I'm just using my finger to dab it in. I think that just gives such like a nice look. So now what I'm going to go, I'm going to use Carrot, which is again this one here, but I'm going to do it into my inner corner. So not your usual sort of highlight colour that you would use. Just right there, and then I'm just going to literally dab with Glimmer, which is the lightest shimmer in the palette. Also guys, I need a good series to watch. Like I'm really like in the mood to start, like I'm dedicated. I want to start a great series. Like it can just be one season, it doesn't need to be a huge one, but I'm ready. Rich doesn't like them. Well, he does, like he loved Breaking Bad, he loved Game of Thrones, but I had to like force him to watch Game of Thrones. It was a little bit of like a, come on, you're gonna like it, please just trust me sort of situation. But he's much more of a movie buff than a series, whereas I'm like quite happy to watch them when I'm in the bath, have a little pamper sesh. So yeah, if anybody has any good recommendation that's on like Netflix, yeah, Netflix or Sky, let me know. I'm very into like girly ones, thriller ones, and like suspense, like I quite like that. But I do like romance. Like I loved Normal People. I know some people like weren't that taken with it, but I really enjoyed it. I like binged it in like a day and a half. But yeah, let me know. So I'm just gonna put the tiniest bit more of Thea on. And I'm going to go underneath the eye with Thea as well. So I've just gone underneath with Goodnight, as you probably could see as I was chatting away about the series. So I'm just going to add mascara, and if I feel like adding an eyeliner, I will. But I can't decide at the moment if I want that or not. So I'm just using Benefit Roller Lash, a mascara I've been really enjoying at the moment. I think it gives really good sort of lengthening look to the lashes. One thing I would say though is it dries so quickly, because I've had a few times where I've been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, you know, when you look at your lashes and you go, oh, they look amazing, let me just add one more coat, and then that dreadful thing happens and then they just look like they're stuck together like that. This happens really quickly with this mascara, so be warned. I like that. I think that looks really nice. It's like enough. Do you know what I mean? Like some of you might be watching this and going, enough? That's way more than enough. But I really like it. It's just so easy with this palette. I can't stress it enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to match the other eye now, and then we'll add some lips and see what colour we go for. Right guys, and I'm back. So I've matched both eyes up. I really like it. This is what I had in my mind, so I'm glad I was able to actually do it. So going on to lips, I know I mentioned like a red lip, but I think I've swatched two. I think I'm going to go for the purple, just because I think it is a little bit more, I don't know, what do we think? I'll bring you in a little bit closer. What are we thinking guys? This sort of colour. So I'll just swatch it a little bit more. So this is Craving by MAC. So it's just there, it looks a little bit pinky on camera. Or the red. What are we thinking? So that's the red there. Oh, I don't know. Or I do have one of the Revlons. I'm a big fan of this. They are so nice. That's a little, let's go for that one. Let's do that. These keep my lips moisturised. I don't know what's in the formula, but whatever it is, it's working and it's great. I really like these, so I highly recommend. So I'm going to line my lips, and I'm just going to use the Sleek Ooh La La liner in shade Dragon Fruit. Okay, so they're all lined. And then we'll go in with Revlon. I've used this quite a lot, and whenever I've worn this, people have complimented it. They're just going, oh, I love that colour. Where is it from? And there you have it, guys. It literally feels so nice on. I think that colour does work really nicely with the eyes. I mean, it is bright, but I just thought it was a little bit different to, you know, your red lip. I'm going to be doing loads of red lips coming, so you're going to be sick of them by the end of December. So I just thought I'd do a little bit of a different colour, but really nice. I'm really happy with this look. I know I was feeling very meh at the beginning of this video, but this has cheered me up doing this, guys. I'm not going to lie. Let me just zoom you guys out just so you can get a good idea. But no, I think this is nice. With a nice like black dress, or anything like glittery top or things like that. I think it would look really nice. Festive, perfect for like New Year's. Even if you're staying, go get glam. There's no rules about that. There may be rules about going out, but there's no rules about not being able to get glam. So, you know, go for it. Why not? Glitter, the better. But no, just another like close up. So there's the eyes, and I didn't go with the flick in the end because I knew that I was going to go for an intense lip, and I just thought that might be a little bit too much. But no, I really like this. So let me know what you think, guys. And like I said, if you aren't subscribed already, please make sure you do so. It really helps me out, and I'm really appreciative of it. I'm literally getting close to that 200 mark, and I know that's not a lot for some people, but for me, I only started this channel back in September, so that's really like a big milestone for me, and I'd love to get there before the end of the year. So please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. But I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope if some of you out there are feeling a little bit like me, unmotivated, a little bit just meh in general, I do hope this has maybe helped lift your spirits just the tiniest bit. It's just before I go, I stupidly didn't mention it at the beginning of the video, but I've actually got the Charlotte Tilbury foundation on. So if you've seen my previous video, you'd have known that I was like 50-50 whether or not I liked it or not, but I am enjoying it. I've used it a few times now, and I am getting on with it a lot better. Bronzer, I just want to give a little mention out to. I'm really impressed with this bronzer. It's Primark. So if you watch my Primark review, you'd know that I liked it back then. But no, it's really nice. It goes on so smooth. It's not patchy at all. If anybody knows what I mean by that, it just goes on so smoothly and just gives a nice finish. And then powder is Laura Mercier, and my blush is also Laura Mercier in shade Peach. I used Collection 2000 concealer also in shade Fair, but I will link everything I use down below. But again, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will speak to you guys soon. Bye!